Hello, mic test. So you can see it's very easy to make an interactive financial dashboards. We have done it for all these endpoints. You guys can extend it to make it very, very detailed. And looking at the code, you can see it's very easy to understand as well. Hello financial programmers, I'm 𝐼𝐬𝐽 Dashora and I'm back with a new video and some new learnings. If you're interested to learn how to build a real-time financial dashboard for free, then you are at the right place. In this video, I will be using an API to extract financial data, and then I will be using Streamlit as a web application to make this financial dashboard, and it will cost no money. And you guys might already know this, that I have covered Streamlit multiple times in my past videos as well. And I have actually made an entire playlist on it. So if you're interested, you can watch that as well. Because in this video, I'll be referring some of the information that I shared in those videos as well on Streamlit. But yes, before that guys, if you're new to my YouTube channel, on this YouTube channel, I convert all my viewers to successful financial programmers. Here I upload videos related to trading bots, implementation of AI in finance, exploring some highly valuable finance APIs, making some PineScript trading strategies, etc, etc. So if this is something that you are interested in, then just click on the subscribe button and also hit on the bell icon, because there are many more playlists that are in my mind that will be coming on this YouTube channel. And yes guys, thank you so much for giving me that quick growth of subscribers. It matters a lot to me as it keeps me motivated to keep on uploading this free educational content. So yes, thank you guys. For this video, I will be using VS Studio as my platform where I'll be writing the Python code. I will use some of the libraries that I will mention while writing the code. And to extract the financial data, this time I'm using a new financial data API which I never covered on my YouTube channel, which is TraderMade API. This is their website, and as per the front page, they are the financial market data APIs, crypto, forex, CFDs and more. And they quote that they are quite famous for forex and CFD data. And in this video, let's also explore their other endpoints as well that they offer, right? So let's start with making an account. I will just go to sign in. Actually, it's sign up. I need to fill some information here. Perfect. So these are my information. Sign up for free. Thank you, 𝐼𝐬𝐽. Welcome email is sent to you. Please log in with credentials. Let's log in now. This is my email address and my password. Perfect. So this is the dashboard which I will be referring in future as well. So yeah, what all things? It's REST API plan, just free, status is unused. Let's stick to free API only because we are making our dashboard for free. If we confirm email for key, I think there is an email that came to me. I need to confirm it. Just one second. Let me just check my email. I'll pause this video and come back. Yes guys, I needed to confirm my email. So I just clicked on the verify email button that was that came in the email that they sent. So this is the REST API. It's free for me. I will just stick to it. I will copy it. Let's come here, and here actually I created another Python file which is apikey.py. Here API key is equal to this one, and that's it. I'll save it, and I can actually close it, but let's keep it open as of now. Perfect. Now in this code, I will be using API key directly, because suppose if I pay for their API, if I have a premium API, for example, I'll keep it here, and then I don't need to show it, and I can still use it for making the dashboard. So that's the main idea. But in this case, it's free, so you guys will also would have that with you. Perfect. A live streaming plan. This is 14 days trial. I'll definitely plan it. But in this video, let's just stick to the normal documentation. I'll come here. So getting started. Welcome to TraderMade. We provide clean forex and CFD data via easy to use delivery methods. We use HTTPS and RESTful structures that make it easier to request data. Basically, we can extract the information using requests library, and authentication is over secure HTTPS protocol, and responses are in JSON format. So basically, yeah, we can actually directly use requests library and extract the data in JSON format through the URL that they make. It's a very common method that most of the API providers use, and it's a very easy way as well for let's say beginners who don't have a lot of knowledge in programming. So I think that's good. Quick start guide authentication, and this is where I will spend some time, which is query generator. The request URL is this one, market data, and then so on. And there are multiple endpoints here on the left hand side as well. If you click here, you'll see all the endpoints on the left hand side as well. And I think there is a, I would say, detailed description if you click on them, but I'll just I would say do it here, which is query generator. You can see all the endpoints are listed here as well. And this is my API key, which is a part of the URL. For example, if I click on say live currencies list, this is the URL that is generated. Let me just copy it, paste it in the another tab, and you can see the entire data is in the JSON format. Now I just need to use requests library to extract it, and maybe like I can clean the data using pandas library or numpy library. We'll check it out while writing the code. So that's the idea, and we can do the same things for other things as well. So suppose I select historical here. This is the API key. The ticker is, or the instrument is Euro USD Forex, 4th of October 2023. Let's copy it and let's just paste it here. You'll see on 4th of October 2023, the prices were all this one. So again, like we need to clean the data while writing the code. So it's fairly simple. Let's quickly check other things of this documentation. The supported currencies, live currencies list, and stock CFDs list. Perfect. So these are all the currencies that they provide, and CFDs are this one. So I think these are all major stocks: Apple, Facebook, Amazon, and you can see all these major companies CFDs are available on this particular API. I will keep them open because I think I would need to refer it while writing the code, while checking it for different securities. The SDKs are also available here, but I think let's stick to requests library only. Data endpoints, and this is the entire description of all the endpoints. We have already checked it on query generator if you remember. The example code, if I click on Python, you can see it's very simple. Import requests. This is the URL. Query string is this one. I don't need it because I will attach it with the main URL only, and then we just use the request library to extract the data in JSON format and then print it. So that's very easy. We would need to write some more codes because we are using Streamlit as our front end web application. So we need to clean the data and then bring it on Streamlit. So this is the code that I'll be referring while writing our code. Perfect. So that's all about the documentation. Let's directly jump to the VS Studio code now. Okay, so let's start with importing the important libraries that we are using. Importing requests, as I mentioned, we'll be using requests library, right? Pandas as PD, Streamlit as ST. Also, I'll import this one, which is API key, or actually I will just write from API key import API key. So basically this is the variable where I have saved the API key and I can use it directly here. Perfect. So the first thing, which is st.header, and I'll just write interactive financial dashboard, save it, and here I'll just write streamlit run dashboard.py. It should open a new tab in my browser, which will be basically a web application that we are building, and the headline of this particular web application is interactive financial dashboard. Perfect. Now let's come back here. Right, another variable is endpoint. I will actually keep it as an input, which would be in the sidebar. So st.sidebar, inside this I will provide select box. Right, this is basically the drop down from where we can actually select it, select the endpoint. Right, so label is endpoint, and options are, say, let's just write A, B, C as of now, which I will replace. Coming back to our dashboard, let's rerun, and you'll see on left hand side the endpoints are A, B, and C. Now here I will replace it with the actual endpoints. Let's come back to our documentation, which is this one. Here I'll click on query generator. So these are the endpoints. So let's do one thing. I will select some of them and I will provide it as options, I would say, as the drop down option for them for the dashboard. And I think for the rest of the endpoints, you guys can do it. Making it for all the endpoints would make this video very long. So I'll just I would say stick to some of them only. Perfect. So these are the ones that are selected, which is convert live currencies list, which is very important. We want to see what all different currencies do these guys cover. Live crypto list, live data, historical data, minute historical, and time series. So these are all the endpoints that I am actually considering. You guys can check for other endpoints as well. Right, let's come to the URL, which is, let's just take this one. I think this is the actual URL up to here. Actually I can take this one as well. This is the endpoint, which is historical, and API key as well. So let's take it till here. I'll just copy it, and these are some extensions that I will add in the main URL I would say to make it for different endpoints. So let's just copy it till here. I'll come here, URL is equal to this one. Here our API is actually, it should be referred from the API key that we have extracted. We have kept it on another file, which is API key.py. That's one. Second is the endpoint. Here the endpoint is historical, which is this one. I will replace it with the endpoint as well. Endpoint, perfect. Now let's extract the data of all these things one by one. So we'll start with convert. If endpoint is equal to convert, I'll just copy and paste it just to make sure that I'm not making any mistake, colon. Then in that case, let's come here and check what is the final URL. So if I click on convert, the API is this one. Let's say the base URL is USD, which is US dollars, yeah, and another one is euro. So I'll click on euro. Amount is say $1,000. If we run this query, you'll get the data here as well, and it will be like this one: base currency, endpoint, code currency, and so on. So this is the URL. If I copy, or I don't need to actually copy, so this is the URL that I already created. I need an extension of this one, which is this particular extension. It needs to be attached with the URL that we created, and then we'll be using requests library. So let's just write currency1 is equal to st.sidebar.text input. Here I'll just provide USD as default, and no, this is the title. So from currency, and the default value is USD. Same goes with the currency 2 as well. Let me come back here, from and then amount. Amount is equal to st.sidebar, and this is also a text input. Why text? Because this URL is a text in the end, so that's why it's a text input. It's not an integer or a float. Amount, and then the default value is 1000. Right now, if I just let's just copy it, and I'll just write extension here. This is the extension that we need to add, right? So I'll just provide an F string here from currency, which is the first one, which is CURR1, and to currency, which is this one. I'll delete it and just write CURR2, and then amount is this one. I'll delete it, and then this is the amount. Perfect. Now our final URL, which is, let's just keep the name as URL only, URL plus extension. This is the final URL, which is basically this entire URL, right? Now simple, which is data is equal to requests.getURL.json. I'm not providing any query string here. I'm just making this entire URL, which has all the information. Then we are directly using the requests library, as I mentioned in the beginning. Right now, let's just write st.write, and let's save it. Come back to our dashboard. Let's click here, rerun, convert, and this is the final output. Now we need to clean it, definitely. Base currency is this one, endpoint, code currency, and all. Right, so let's just use pandas library to view it as a data frame or as a table. So I'll comment this line. Let's come here, df, which is data frame, is equal to pd.data frame, and then inside this I will provide data, right? st.write. Now I want df. Let's save it. Let's come here, rerun. We need to provide an index as well. No worries. So I'll just write index is equal to say index. Let's save it. Let's come back here, rerun. I think we need to transpose it as well to look it in the, I would say, in the vertical direction. I will do .t as well, which is transpose. Let's come here, rerun, and yes, we can see the final data frame of the table in front of us. That's for the convert segment. Now let's do it for the second one, which is live currencies list. So I'll delete this part, and I'll just write elif endpoint is equal to, now for the remaining endpoints I'll be a bit fast. I spent some time here just for you guys to understand it, how I'm gonna make it. Elif endpoint is equal to elif endpoint live currencies list. Then in that case, let's see for live currency list, what's the API? It's exactly the same URL which we created in the beginning. There's no extension here, so we can just directly use data here. I'll just copy and paste it from here. This one, st.write. Let's see how does the data look like. Control S. Let's go back to our dashboard, rerun, and from here I will be selecting the currencies list, like live currencies list. So inside this, I see it's a dictionary, and this is the first element of this dictionary, and available currencies. So for this, to make the data frame, I would need to call this particular key, right? So let's come back here. I will comment this one, and now df is equal to data frame, and then here I called the available currencies key inside data. Index is this one, .t, which is transposing, and then st.write.df. Let's come back here, rerun, and you can see the entire list in front of you. You can actually extend it as well if you want and scroll it till the end. All the currencies that they provide. Quickly moving to the third one. Just before that, guys, I have a very important information to share. Recently, I launched a course on Python for financial programming. So if you are trying to learn Python for finance from scratch, then this is something that you might be interested in. Just go to my website, which is fpritvik.com/python. Over here, you will see two buttons: Indian candidates, non-Indian candidates. So you can click as per your location. It will redirect you to the main website where the entire course information is available. You'll see that there are 5 sessions, 10 chapters, 22 videos, 10 quizzes and 3 assignments with 2 live projects. And this is the entire syllabus of this course for all the people who are interested to learn Python from scratch and who are struggling learning Python on their own. I highly recommend it because it's very, very affordable, and I have covered a lot of things from a very, very simplistic eyesight. And in the end, in session 4 and 5, you'll see stock analysis and investment portfolio creation projects, which are my personal projects. We did it using some financial analysis. If you use RTK40 code, you'll get an instant 40% discount, which is only available for the first 100 candidates. So yes, guys, I'll see you in the course. Let's come back to our code. Elif. I'll just write else here now, and I'll quickly run, I would say, do it for all these 3 of them. So let me just pause this video for a moment. I'll write it and I'll come back. Perfect. So yeah, you guys can see here I used the first one, which is convert. Second endpoint is live currencies list. The third one is historical, and for that I could see that they wanted currency as well here, historical. Now if you go here, you'll see that, for example, if I just click on this one, you'll see that even Apple stock comes as currency. So I think this is the nomenclature that these guys are following. So basically currency is ticker. It can be CFD as well. For historical, they wanted an input, date input, which I provided in the sidebar. Extension 2 is basically an this is the currency. This is the first extension, and then second extension, which is date. They wanted date as well for extracting the historical data. And extension is equal to extension 1 plus extension 2, and then I will add this particular one with the URL. So the second endpoint is minute historical. For that they wanted the date as well, and they wanted the time as well. Right, that's why it's minute data. So I provided 2 different sidebar inputs. One is date. The second one is the time, the text input for time. Then I converted the date into string and time also into string, because the URL is a string. This is the extension 2. Extension is equal to extension plus extension 2, exactly the same, which is here. The third one is time series. Here they needed start date, end date, interval of time series. So extension 2 here is I would say concatenation of start date, end date, and interval, and then extension is equal to extension plus extension 2, which is exactly the same here. The URL is equal to URL plus extension, which is basically the way of making the final URL that I talked in the beginning. Data is equal to request.get URL in JSON. It's exactly the same that I'm using. I'm actually doing it. Sometimes the data requires an index. If you remember, I provided index here, but sometimes it does not. So I use try and accept functionality here. If this thing works out well, then yeah, it's fine. If this does not works out well, then we'll provide an index here. Here we are getting the final data frame, and then we are printing the data frame. So let's just save it. Let's come here, and you'll see that we have actually done it for all the I would say date endpoints. Convert you already have seen, you checked. For live currencies list we have checked. For crypto as well, you can see for live currencies also we have checked. If you click on historical, it asks for the ticker, which is here USD, EUR, and the date. We can also write the ticker name of a CFD stock as well. For example, here I wrote Apple. You can see the Apple prices are here, right? Now we can actually format it even better. That's something that I keep it on you guys. If I click on minute historical, you can see that it requires time as well. So Apple, right? This is the date and this is the time. If we change the date to a historical date, for example, 3rd of October 2023, and the time is 2 p.m., which is 14 hours, you can see that minute historical data is here as well. Now, actually, we just need to provide a for loop here and extract all the information to make it real time, and then make a trading board out of it if you want. If we click on the time series data, you can see this is the ticker Apple. Let's just write USD Euro again. for currency, or BTC USD for cryptocurrency, etc. And this is the start date and end date. Let's do start date as 3rd of October and end date is this one. The interval is daily, hourly, or minute. If we do it for hourly, you can say hourly data is in front of you. So this is the close date, high, low, open, and these are all the data. You can transpose it by putting .t or removing it from the code. So that's not something that I need to cover. So yeah, this is how we can extract the data and we can create the financial dashboard. So you can see it's very easy to make an interactive financial dashboards. We have done it for all these endpoints. You guys can extend it to make it very, very detailed, and looking at the code, you can see it's very easy to understand as well. If you guys want this code directly, then guys, I saved all the codes that I work on my Google Drive, and you can get an access of my Google Drive by becoming a Google Drive community member. It's very, very affordable. It costs less than a coffee. If you want to become my Google Drive community member, just search Financial Programming with Ritvik on YouTube, click on my channel. Here, click on this particular link, which is for Google Drive access. If you click here, you will see this YouTube community post, and just follow these steps to become the Google Drive community member. And not only this code, there are many more codes that are saved on that particular Google Drive, such as my trading bots, my Pine script strategies, etc, etc. So yes, you guys can check it out. If you liked even one thing about this video, guys, just click on that like button, because it really matters a lot and helps with the algorithm. And also, if you would like to follow my educational content, just click on the subscribe button, because there are many playlists that will be coming. You guys already know that I upload videos every Saturday, and I am very dedicated to my YouTube channel. So I need your support. If you want me to involve in your projects, then yes, guys, I provide freelancing services as well. I have a team of 11 experienced professionals now, and just reach out to me on this particular email address, and I will reply to you as soon as possible. In the next video, I'll be starting another playlist, which will be a 3 videos playlist, and in that playlist, a spoiler alert, I will be making a trading bot, a full-fledged trading bot for you guys. Lastly, the link of the course is in the description box. Please check it out and let me know your feedback. Thank you so much for watching this video till the end. You can click here to subscribe to my YouTube channel, and over there you'll see an entire playlist on MT5, and over there you'll see one of my Pine script strategies that was loved a lot by my viewers. Keep learning, keep financial programming, and I'll see you in the next video very, very soon. Until then, peace.